everybody, welcome to Lido Fine Art, and a long time no see. My last video I posted in December. It's been like 5 months. Like, it's been crazy, you guys. So the reason I haven't been posting was because work was kicking my butt. And if you don't know, I work for the Postal Service, and we are considered essential personnel, so we're still working. Even if, a lot of y'all are not working, you will always get your mail, right? Rain, sleet, and I don't even know what the freaking saying is. I don't know. Rain, sleet, snow, the mail must go. I don't even know. So yeah, I didn't have time to do like any art related stuff, any, you know, mediumship or paranormal related stuff. I honestly had no time for it. I mean, here and there I'd be able to like play some Fortnite rounds. I got a PS4. Yeah. No, that's not eating all of my time. But yeah, so I would eat, sleep, go to bed, and that was pretty much every day. And now with the virus, it's just as bad, if not worse, than Christmas, because everybody home bored and they ordering stuff. Which, you know what? No shame. You gotta live your extra life, right? As Brad Mondo would say, live your extra life. So yeah, no shade to that. I see you. I see y'all. I get you. But I am slowly getting back to all my normal stuff. Well, as much as I can. I'm not gonna have a schedule at all. Because I don't know what's gonna happen. Next week could be way worse than this week, or it could be better. And then there's some weeks that are like up and down, just because staff is all over the place. Plants are running at half capacity. You have trailers that are, how do you say it? They're at the dock, but no one's working it because there's no one there to work it. And so when people do show up, you have an influx of mail some days, and then when people don't show up, then you have no mail, and it's literally a roller coaster of mail. There's really nothing that can be done, really, just because now if you even feel sick or look sick, they don't want you there because they don't want anyone passing it to another person, just because we already are short-staffed as it is. But yeah, so art stuff. I took a break from my comics because of what I had mentioned previously. Blah, 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 blah. I did make an announcement on my webtoon updates that any updates. Sorry, I'm having like weird hiccups and stuff from the tacos I ate. But anyway, I was posting. When did I post it? Like last week or the week before? 2 weeks ago. Let's say that. I said any updates that I do make, I will post them on my Patreon. So if you guys want to, read the comic updates, you'll have to become a patron, which is only $1, and you'll have access to everything, literally. So there's that. There are other side projects that I have been working on. So like, I've been working on the novel part of the first comic, which is Playing with Fire. I keep adding and subtracting and adding and updating the written part of it. So I'm taking even more of a break on the comics on that one, just because I want to make sure everything's squared away before I start drawing it out. And then I have another book that I'm working on, which is going to be like my journal entries that I do for my mediumship. So like any paranormal experiences, astral realm experiences, dreams, all that stuff, that would be going in the book. Everything's written down because every time I wake up, I write it down immediately. So it's more like grammar stuff, and I do want to add some like illustrations and stuff to better explain what I see And I feel like it would help other people that are going through the same thing that I'm going through or had been going through. What else? I'm still running my Etsy stores, so there's that. It's crazy of the amount of projects I have, and I can't get them all done at once. And it's stupid, and I know this, to create new projects out and do 100 things at once. Like, I'm not really getting any further, to be honest. Like, I'm not making that much progress. And then I'm doing readings and stuff for people, and what else? Helping people with hauntings and all that stuff. Like, there's so much that's going on. But yeah, that was just a quick little update. And today's video is going to be about how a psychic medium tried to scam me $1,000 yesterday. Yes. So, backstory, I was eating dinner and I thought to myself, I need to have a past life regression reading done because A, I don't know how to do that, because B, my meditation skills suck, if we're being honest. Like, I can't focus worth shit. And I fall asleep most of the time. And I don't know if anybody else has the same issue. Is it a me problem? Probably. Is it because I'm probably working too many hours? Probably. Could it be health issues? Probably. And then if you add the negative entities that are trying to retaliate for me helping other people, that's also a factor. And if you add those three together, what do you get? You get a giant clusterfuck. So, yeah. So it's just a mess, I guess. And being new to the whole mediumship thing, there's a lot of basic things I can't do, and there's a lot of stuff that most people can't do. It's weird. So, like, training on the astral realm, doing that, I guess. I'm getting psychic attacks a lot, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week sometimes. Yeah. So after I thought that about, getting that reading done, someone on Instagram added me. They had psychic medium in their username, whatever. I'm like, oh, cool, another one just is following me. I didn't really think much about it. And then she DMs me, like, not even a minute after she adds me. And I'm like, interesting. I just thought this. Like, okay, let's see where this goes. So she reaches out to me and says, hey, you have beautiful energy. Like, would you be interested in a reading? And I'm like, I mean, I guess. Like, I kind of already know, like, what's up. And it's funny, too, because a lot of mediums will know another medium even if they're not aware that they're a medium. And I kind of didn't get that feeling from her, if we're being honest. But who knows? I could be wrong, and just because I'm not as experienced as everybody else. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But, the red flag here is a lot of times when, if people approach you saying, hey, would you be interested in a reading? Chances are it's a scam. Because, number two, they're not going to be like, well, if you pay me, I will give you that reading. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, by the way, you have, this going on for you, but if you give me, $50, I'll tell you even more. Like, no. Like, how is that being a light worker, first of all? That's kind of, I don't know, that's shady as hell. And no shade to any medium who's trying to make a living off of this. Like, this is not what I'm talking about, and you'll see as I further explain. So, I already have a feeling this is a scam. I already know. So I play along. I'm like, okay, well, can you do a past life regression reading for me? She's like, oh yeah, I can totally do that. I'm like, cool. She's like, okay, well, if you Venmo me, $50, I'll do the reading for you. And I'm like, there it is. There it is. So, you know what? I don't recommend doing this, especially because it was a scam. And even if you're not sure, chances are it's a scam anyway. But I did I did this anyway just because I wanted to turn this into a learning experience for, you guys who follow me on YouTube, and for the people who follow me on Reddit and, follow my discussions and stuff on there. I wanted to turn this into you know, a learning opportunity. So that's what I'm doing right now. We're making this a learning opportunity, guys, because y'all bored home on quarantine. You got to have some kind of content, right? So, yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. Everyone, struggling, here's $50. I don't care. And to be honest, if she was like truthful with me and just said, hey, I'm struggling, I need $50, I probably would have given it to her. But no, she had to do the whole medium psychic thingy, scam thingy, whatever. So she tells me everything, and I'm like, okay, cool. If you read through my Instagram, you could literally tell me everything you just told me. So, like, that's cool. And then she pulls the all-time, or what should I say? The ultimate scammer thing that everyone uses, right? That the whole, oh, you're surrounded by evil, and if you don't, get help right now, you're going to be in serious danger. And I'm just like, you are lucky that I'm not one person that actually does have evil and shit trying to, I don't even know, psychic attacks and stuff, and demons are trying to mess with me already, and you're lucky, because if you would have said that to somebody else, chances are they're gonna call you batshit crazy. But she got lucky with me because y'all know what I'm doing. I already told you. So yeah, she pulls the Moroku tactics, and if you watch Inuyasha, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, the old time, oh yeah, you're surrounded by evil, and if you don't, get rid of it, you are in serious danger. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. But, obviously I don't say it like that. I'm not rude that way. Well, hopefully I'm not. But yeah. So I'm like, okay, tell me more. And she's like, well, if you want this, I will get all the supplies, and I will work very hard for you to make sure that you are cleansed of all of it. And I'm like, okay, how much is it gonna cost? And you know what she says? She goes, oh, it's only going to be $1,000. $1,000? Like, what do you mean? Like, I could get 2 laptops, maybe 3 laptops, depending on what that is, for $1,000. Fuck, I could pay off my school loans with $1,000, or get like 3 months worth of groceries for $1,000. So I'm just like, thank you so much for your concern and for your offer, but I think I'm going to pass. And she's like, oh, but why? Don't you want to rid yourself of this evil? And I'm like, listen, I'm already training on the astral realm, and I'm practicing on how to protect myself, so I don't have to ask for other people to do it for me. Because, you can give a man a fish, or you can teach him how to fish, and he'll be good for a lifetime. What would you rather do? Like, I explained to her that I would rather learn how to do it myself than, have someone having to do it for me over and over again. A, that's an inconvenience to me, and 2, that's an inconvenience to you, and 3, this is a scam. But I didn't say this is a scam part anyway. Whatever. So she's like, oh, but you can train all you want, but that evil will still be there. And I'm just like, you can cleanse me all you want, but that evil is still going to be there. Like, do you see where I'm getting at? Like, you could be Jesus himself. No shade to Jesus. Sorry. I'm trying to use you as an example. But how life works is, there's good and there's evil. You have to have a balance, right? If you rid yourself of one, then you're going to have it all fucked up on the other side. That's just not how it works. So I know very well that, if she was legit and wanted to cleanse me, that even if she did, it wouldn't work for very long. And that would be a waste of $1,000. So, yeah, you guys, if you're having, haunting issues, or I don't know, you feel like you have a dark entity attached to you, whatever, be very careful on who you ask for help or who comes to you, because you know what, with the virus and stuff going on, there's going to be a lot of scammers coming. There's a running meme on Facebook or whatever that, oh, now what do you call those people? The tele-scammers or the telemarketers are not calling as much. Well, I found that to be not true. They're calling more because now people are desperate for money. And when you have desperate times, you're going to have people acting out, and you're going to see the true colors of people. And people who you think were your friend, you're going to find that they ain't your friend. They're not who you think they are or supposed to be. So if you ever need help, I recommend you can come to me. I'm not going to charge you. Leave a message down below if you're having issues. I will contact you back and I can help you the best I can. Just know that, I am new at this, and that if it were to ever get out of hand, I would pass you along to somebody who I know for a fact is good at what she does. If she is watching this video, you know who you are. But yeah, I can help you the best I can. So far, haven't had any problems yet of people complaining. So yeah, leave messages down below, comments, concerns about that stuff if you need to. And let me also tell you guys about something else to people who claim to be mediums. So if you didn't know, my major in college was psychology and criminology. So just because I wanted to be a criminal profiler for the FBI, didn't quite work out, as you can see. But anyway, it's very easy to make very accurate inferences about somebody based off a teeny bit of information. And with social media, you get a ton of information off of anybody. I mean, do you know how long it takes me to find anybody on social media? Like, let's make up a name. I have a customer, and I'm not saying that I would ever do this. I wouldn't do this. But here's just, if I was a shady person, right? And I wanted to know about somebody. Let's say I have a customer at work, right? I know his name is Joe Schmo, right? He looks about, and he's in his 20s, and he lives in the city just because, he came to my store. So I just guess he lives in the city. So I would go anywhere, type in that person's name, put his age, and then put the city. Do you know how fast I could get results? I mean, you can find anybody in less than 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, with social media now you can do that. So for someone who is a scammer, and if you would know, I guess, with those stupid robocalls that you get, it's like, how did you get my information? Like, and then you have people selling information, and people get stuff again off of social media. But yeah, you see someone's life and you can make accurate inferences based on that, and it's not hard. It's really not. So you really got to be careful on the people claiming to be mediums, and I'm not even trying to knock mediums at all. I just want you guys to be aware of who you could possibly be dealing with. You got to look for the red flags, okay? If you are interested in a reading, and you go to someone, if they ask you for any personal information right off the bat. Sorry, tacos. Right off the bat, you should be nervous, okay? So for me, when I do my readings, maybe I'll ask for a first name. Maybe, if I'm going to at all. Like, or a username. I mean, because basically it's off of energetic frequencies and stuff. So, like, we don't need, like, pictures. Now, is, that one's slightly different. Pictures. Some people work better if they know who they're dealing with, whatever. But a good medium doesn't need to know what you look like. They don't need to know what your date of birth is. They probably don't even need your last name. They don't need your phone number. And they don't need anything else. Maybe your first name, maybe. So they know how to address you when they're talking to you, I guess. Especially if you're dealing with people online, you know, they technically don't need all that information. Obviously when you're booking at a place, they're going to ask you for your first and last name and maybe a phone number, because they're booking you, and either they're going to call you or you have to go there in person, but like they don't need your date of birth. They definitely don't need your social security number. What else? They shouldn't need any kind of, like, what do I want to call it? Like a formal indicator. Okay? They shouldn't need that. For me, personally, I would say if I can't get in with the energy, like I can't, focus, maybe a picture would help. Maybe. And even then, I just need the first name and I need to focus on that name and see if I can, get in there. But yeah, good medium's not going to need a bunch of information. And don't give willingly information. Like, what's a good example? Don't tell them, like, yeah, I feel like, oh, I want to know about my grandmother who died. Don't even say it's your grandmother. Do not. Because, they could say anything, to be honest. And, again, with social media, anyone can look on Facebook and be like, oh, well, this person, lost this person, or, this person played sports for 10 years, or this person likes chicken wings, or I don't know. You just gotta be very careful about what information you give, because a lot of it, you can easily be looked up, if we're being honest. And, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be mad at this video, especially some mediums, because they're going to be like, well, now you're saying we're all fake. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that you have scammers that pretend to be mediums that will, try to get you money, and you just got to look for the signs and stuff to make sure that doesn't happen to you. So, yeah. So what did I say to her? I said, yeah. No thank you. And she's like, okay, well, if you ever need help, you can contact me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like I will definitely contact you. So, yeah. So the point of this is, I guess, be careful what you spend your money on. It would be nice to be able to trust everyone, but to be real, you really can't. But yeah. Hopefully this video helped you in some way. I don't know. I mean, if you join the medium, what is it? I have to look it up now on my phone real quick. Bear with me, y'all. Yeah, it's under mediums, that group. You can, join that group. And, there's always very valuable information on there to help guide other, new mediums, or, people who are looking for medium services, while that group is good, again, be very weary of some people claiming to be a certain thing. I mean, don't feel bad if you want to test them out. Like, give, just ask them a question and see if they can answer it. And if they can't, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're fake. It just, sometimes too, spirit doesn't come through. And you also have to be aware of that. Just because if, they don't come through doesn't mean they're fake either. But it is also the medium's job to, you know, express what is going on. So, if it's not coming through, just say, yeah, I'm not getting anything right now. And then you refund them their freaking money. You don't keep it, okay? You don't make shit up either. Cause I hate it when people do that. Especially mediums that are legit. They will do that because they feel like they'll be thought as fake, or B, I don't want to say they don't want to refund the money, but I feel like it's because they don't want to refund the money. And I don't know, they're just afraid of what other people would think, I guess. So yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful. If not, I am sorry that I wasted your time. Hopefully I didn't. So I don't know when I'll see you guys again, but catch you on the flip side. Peace out.